I just want to check in with you actually, guys. Is the mic okay? How is the sound? Can you give me a thumbs up if it's okay? Yeah, all good? Great. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, it might interfere with the sound. That's the only thing. That's why it has to be low. Yeah. Thanks, darling. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Today we do the meditation. The fourth sutra is about compassion. And so this is kind of our focus. I'll talk to you a little bit about that later. And it's also the start of a 40-day sadhana that we're going to be doing in the house and here in Kopangan. And so if you want to join us for the next 40 days on this sadhana, you can. And so it's the compassion kriya, which is a meditation, which I'm going to do after the first kriya that we're going to do today. Some of you will recognize this kriya. We did it in the beginning. It's for balancing the head and the heart. Basically, it changes the chemistry of the brain. You know, let's face it, we need to, change the chemistry of the brain. And so basically, it's like having brain surgery. And so we've got to go through a bit of an operation today. But you know what? You're going to feel, as usual, as you already know, you will feel amazing, right? I think most of you know that. I don't think there's anyone completely new in the class. If you've never done this class with me before and you are tuning in for the first time, can you just write me a little note and let me know which country you are from if you are joining us for the very first time ever. I think there's some new faces. So please say hi. Let me know where you are from. Nobody? Joining from, is that New York, NY? Joining live, yeah, Ithaca, New York, I'm assuming. So welcome New York. And also Nicola from Devon in the UK. Welcome, Nicola, to our tribe. And so, yeah, if you are new to Kundalini, it's going to take you on a bit of a journey. And it's going to be a bit of a crazy one. And so, but, you know, you'll feel amazing, right? Yeah, afterwards, yeah. And so, yeah, things are going to get a bit crazy. Mentally, physically, emotionally, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. It's all going to be kicking off, and you might want to just get the hell out of here. And, you know, at that moment in time when you're feeling like you want to get the hell out of here, I'm going to invite you to stay, right? To breathe through it, to find your navel point, to connect to your center and go through it. At the other side of that, there is ecstasy and bliss. And it is so worth it, right? They're all looking at me a little bit scared. We know what's coming. So yeah, but you know, it's so beautiful to take ourselves through these kind of like internal storms that can happen and find the center of that storm, the peace, the bliss, the stillness, right in the center, and expand that part of us, our essence, who we really are. And so let's find ourselves in easy pose. Easy pose is a cross-legged pose. And, you know, it's really important to be comfortable. So use cushions, use bolsters, change position if you need to at any time so that you can be as comfortable as possible as we go through a journey, you know, that might make you feel totally uncomfortable. And so let's be comfortable to go into the uncomfortable, right? And so let's take a few deep breaths in and out of the navel point, straighten the spine, lift the heart, drop the shoulders, find yourself in your center. Breathe in deeply. As you inhale, the navel expands, and as you exhale, the navel comes in towards the spine. Inhaling, navel expands, exhaling, navel towards the spine. Find your center. And be prepared to allow everything, whatever comes, whether it's ecstasy and bliss, whether it's resistance and fear, all of it. Welcome it all in without judgments. And so just find yourself within yourself, deep within. And let's bring the palms together. Rubbing your palms together, creating some heat in your hands. And we will give you a little tour, guys, when the class is finished. We'll show you the beautiful views here. And so let's take the palms apart about 4 to 6 inches and connect to the energy, connect to prana, to life force, to 72,000 nadis, to the energy body. That's where we're going. And so sometimes, you know, you have to completely lose yourself in order to find yourself. So be prepared to lose yourself and to let go. Let's bring the palms together, apply a little pressure, take the elbows out to the side, thumbs into the sternum. Find your navel point, your third eye point, and come into alignment with your dharma. We are in a time where all karma is finishing. And we're going to tune in with the mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the inner light, the inner teacher, the inner guru 3 times. And so let's take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a deep breath in and hold. Create some space and drop into that space beyond your mind, beyond your body, beyond your emotions. A space to receive, a space to heal, and a space to recreate life on this planet. Exhale, release, bringing your hands down to your knees. And slowly begin to rotate your spine counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, lifting your heart as you come forwards, relaxing your spine as you go back. A nice big circle, spiral the energy down. Focus third eye point. Beautiful. Gently come back to center and take that circle the other way. Rotate the other direction. Drop into your body, drop into the earth. Slowly come back to center. And then come forwards onto your hands and knees for cat-cow. So your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips. As you inhale, you're going to lift your head, lift your heart, lift your sit bones. As you exhale, the head is down, spine up towards the sky. You want to have a strong breath in your nostrils, and you want to have a powerful movement in your pelvis. Keep control of your head. Steady rhythm, steady pace. Off you go. Let's move some energy, guys. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and hold. Squeeze root lock. Squeeze the sex organs tight. Hold it. And then exhale all the breath out. Navel to spine. And again, squeeze root lock. Exhale, release. Sitting down on your heels. And from here, bring your hands onto your thighs. Inhaling, arching your spine, lifting and opening your chest. Exhaling, completely relax the spine back. Powerful movement, powerful breath in your nostrils. Off you go. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, straight spine and hold. Squeeze root lock, navel to spine. Draw the energy up, hold it, contain it. And exhale, release. Allow the energy to circulate. Find your navel point. Come back to easy pose, cross-legged. And curl the fingers into the top pads of the hands. Bring your arms to 60 degrees. Plug your thumbs into the sky. Drop your tailbone. Focus third eye point and begin breath of fire, pumping the navel to the spine. And so focus on the exhalation as the navel comes in. And breath of fire is fast. At full capacity, it's 3 breaths per second. It is strong. Do your best. Keep up. You are charging the magnetic field, strengthening the nervous system, the immune system, activating the heart meridian. Keep up. Take a deep breath in and hold. Bring your thumb tips together overhead. Squeeze root lock, navel to spine. Draw the energy up. Hold it. Contain it. Stretch up your arms. Open up your fingers. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Find your center. Allow the energy to circulate. Bringing yourselves up onto your knees and raise yourself up. Engage your navel point so the navel comes in towards the spine. Bring your hands into Gyan Mudra. Your lower arms are parallel to the ground. Breathe strongly through your nostrils, inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Powerful breath, powerful movement. Take a deep breath in, center, and hold. Squeeze root lock, navel. Draw the energy up, hold it, contain it. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Sit down on your heels. Allow the energy to circulate. And you can either stay on your knees or you can bring yourself into easy pose. Taking your hands behind you, lifting and opening your chest, dropping your head back. The idea is that you open your mouth and you're going to inhale and exhale through your mouth, okay? And you're opening into the lungs, into the rib cage, into the heart center. Deep breaths. Opening up the heart. Slowly take a deep breath in. Slowly bring yourself up, walking your hands in. Slowly lifting your head. And as you lift your head, tuck your chin, drop the energy straight down your spine into the earth. Find your center, your navel point. Focus at the third eye. Come into alignment. Beautiful. Gently opening your eyes, giving your legs a little stretch out, a little shake out perhaps. We are now ready to begin this Kriya. To change the chemistry in the brain. Okay, so we're going to be taking the arms out to the side as though you're pushing up against two walls, so the fingers are pointing straight up. This one is going to be an inhale. So we start here with an inhale. Okay, exhale, the hands point forwards. Inhale, back up. Exhale, to the back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Keep your arms straight, your elbows locked. I'm going to be here for a little while. Stay with it. Stay with your breath and ride the waves of whatever comes physically, mentally, emotionally, and usually in that order. Stay with your breath and do it. Go through it. You can do it. Come out the other side. Stay with it. Find the center. If there is a storm, find the center. Use your breath. Ride the waves. Keep going. Recommit to the posture. Stay with your breath. 2 more minutes. One minute, guys, 1 minute. You are almost there. Use your breath. And kind of like, don't fight it. Relax into it. Use your breath and relax. You can do it. Don't fight it. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva 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 Gurudeva. 15 seconds. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, hold, push your palms out, hold it. Exhale, release. Meditate, third eye point, connect to your navel point. Allow the energy to circulate. Connect to your essence and expand. Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Pratam Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Beautiful, guys. Next posture. Taking the arms out to the side again with the palms pushing like they're against 2 walls. And this time, as you inhale, you're going to extend your arms up overhead. You can bend your elbows and the palms might cross, but they don't touch, yeah? They don't touch. This is the inhale. And they're slightly forwards of the top of the head. And then exhale, you come back to here. And then inhale, you take them up again and they're slightly back, yeah? Inhale, exhale. Forwards, out, back, out. Forwards, out, back, out, yeah? Inhaling up, exhaling down. Powerful breath. It's nowhere near as long as the last one. Keep up. Do it with devotion, do it with intention, do it for yourself and do it for the planet. First force of all creation, to you I bow. Divine force everywhere, to you I bow. Creative force, primal force, to you I bow. 1 minute, keep up.
First force of all creation, to you I bow. Divine force everywhere, to you I bow. Creative force, primal force, to you I bow. Rising up, Divine Mother, to you I bow.
Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Push your arms out against 2 walls. Exhale, release. Meditate. Third eye point. Drop into your navel point. Breathe in and out of your navel point. Focus at the third eye. Connect to your essence, the center. Allow the energy to circulate and expand.
Creative force, primal force, to you I bow. Rising up, Divine Mother, to you I bow. Namo, 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 Namo.
Okay, one more posture to complete this set. And so for this posture, you're going to come into crow pose. Crow pose in Kundalini is a squat. And so you need to bring yourself up onto your feet, and you want to have the heels down, so the weight into the back of your heels. To do that, you might need to roll up your mat, or you might have a cushion under your heels. You know, if you find that you're on the balls of your feet, put something under your heels so you can get the weight into the heels. And then from here, take your arms out to the side, pushing out against those 2 walls. And so this is the exhale. As you inhale, you're going to come up to standing and bring the arms over the top of the head, crossing again. And then exhale, you're coming down to the squat. Push your arms out. Inhaling up, cross but don't touch. Exhaling down. Steady rhythm, steady pace. Off you go. It's not for so long. Keep up. Last posture.
Namo, 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 Namo. चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभाव स्वभं सर्वदा सर्व जुगते तुकालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभाव स्वभं सर्वदा सर्व जुगते तुकालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदांग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदायंग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदायंग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती
Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, coming all the way down into easy pose. Meditate third eye point, find your center, connect to your essence and expand.
चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदायंग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदायंग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदायंग संगे अभंगं विभूते चतर चक्रवर्ती चतर चक्र भुगते स्वयंभा शुभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते दुःखालं प्रणासि दयालं स्वरूपे सदा.
Beautiful. Coming all the way down into Shavasana, relaxation. So time to integrate the changes of this Kriya. And so the relaxation part is a very important part of any type of yoga, actually. It's very important that you relax and integrate. And then we will be finishing after with the meditation for the fourth sutra, compassion. Okay, so very gently start to bring yourself back to your breath and to your body, into this space, bringing a little movement to your fingers and to your toes. Stretching your arms up, stretching your whole body. And drawing up your knees, giving them a squeeze, gently massaging the lower back into the ground. Rubbing the soles of your feet together, your palms together, stimulating all the points in your hands and in your feet. And rocking on your spine, the whole length of your spine coming all the way up to seated. And so the fourth sutra, understand with compassion or you will misunderstand the times. And so it's very interesting to read about this sutra because it says to give up your passion and trade passion for compassion. Passion can be up and down and, you know, very highs and very lows and very using a lot of energy basically. And compassion is more stable. It's more of a stable energy. And so for some of us, maybe it's like, what, you know, give up passion, and but to give up, you know, say passion for compassion, to replace it with compassion means that, yeah, I'm very stable, and to come from the heart. Passion can be very high and very low and connected very much to emotions and the external circumstances and driven by the senses. And the senses, then we become a slave to the senses. But in order to bring the senses, the wild horses, under control, then I replace passion with compassion. And in this beautiful place of compassion, the heart chakra can be open to everyone. You can make that connection with everyone. And then when I speak, the words that I speak that come from the heart, you know, they might be very strong, but they will be like an arrow that hits. Yeah, an arrow that hits. And so that I can give the message, and this is the time of, you know, being able to walk with the sword of truth and to use that sword with compassion, not passion, you know, for it to be stable and strong so that I can be stable and strong. And so what is the sacrifice? Passion. My earthly requirements, my earthly needs, my earthly desires driven by the senses. We've been doing that for so long, guys. We've been doing it for so long. And it has been fed to us through the matrix. Everything, all of our behaviors, even the way we have these passions and we have the desires is fed through the matrix. Where has it come from? From a system that is not designed to empower. But what happens is I become addicted. Yeah, the system gets me addicted to what? To sex, to drugs, to alcohol, to this high living. Because when I am addicted, I am weak. And I am a slave to the system, to the matrix. And so it's really about taking back my power. And I might have to make some sacrifices to those addictions that seemingly bring me so much pleasure. But really ask yourself, how long does it last before you are looking for the next passion, the next bit of excitement? Yeah? How long does it last? And so through compassion, I can open the heart. I can open up to sacredness, to sacred relationships, and drop all of those stories that have come from the matrix. And so this is a very, very powerful sutra, and one that we in the house are going to practice for the next 40 days as a sadhana. And so you are most welcome to join us. I know some of you are already on 40-day sadhanas. And so this will be one that you can do when you finish those ones, you know. Or if you're only doing one, you can add this one to it. But maybe you don't want to do too many at once, all right? Otherwise you might explode. You know? But for sure, this is one that I recommend that you get in your field to really tame the mind and to really tame the senses and to really tame the earthly physical desires which are temporary and connected to the senses and connected to the lower triangle, connected to the reptilian brain, connected to the matrix of the Piscean age. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? And so it's very, very powerful to think about this slide. And this Kriya wow, it's a beautiful meditation wow. When I practice this, I really start to get lost in another space and have to bring myself back in my body. So it's a great one, even for you guys. It's a very simple mudra, bit of a complicated mantra, but it really expands the heart. Really expands the heart, but make sure, and you'll know because you'll go out of sync, yeah, when suddenly you feel like, whoa, you're kind of drifting away, because what we need to do is ground that frequency here in the body, in the third dimension. Don't disappear, yeah? Don't, you know, it's like to bring it in, bring it into your body, into every cell, into your heart. We bring that frequency here. And so you'll know when you're disappearing, because the mudra will suddenly be wrong. And I'm speaking from experience. This has happened to me with this one. And I've really had to focus, and it's actually quite simple, not that difficult. But wow, can really feel the expansion from it. So the mantra, guys, I have typed in for you. And so if you have a look, yeah, you'll see it there. And you'll see it's quite along perhaps a little bit of a complicated mantra. Those of you that know this, it's Rake Rakanaha. Rake Rakanahara Obavarian. It's not such an easy one. Guriki Ke Pai Pajakasavarian. So it's kind of like a little bit complicated. And as you go through this, now this is how I learned it, and I feel that this is one of the best ways to learn it, okay? Because I have to learn in like layman's terms, which means the simplest way ever, okay? And so basically, this is my tip, is that you la it, you la, yeah? La, 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 like that, right? Because you'll hear the melody, yeah? And so la, 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 you la it, yeah? And so as you're lowering it, the tip of the tongue is hitting the roof of the mouth, which is really important because that's what we do in the mantra. Also is the tongue hits the roof of the mouth. And then you'll start to pick up some words as well. And so then you'll start to add a few words as we're going through because, you know, the mantra is quite repetitive. And another thing, I would simply say to you, remember the first line and the last line. Yeah, and then the ones in the middle will come. And the first line and the last line are not so complicated, I don't think. Yeah, so the first line is Rake Rakanahara Abhavadiyan. So remember that is always the first line. You'll hear the Rake Rakanahara, that bit, Rake Rakanahara Abhavadiyan. That's the first line. Okay, I want you to remember that. You need to know that your hands are going to be in a certain position when you hear that one, right? Rake Rakanahara Abhavadiyan. And the last line, just a simmarata sukha hoy sagale dukha jai. Yeah, just a simmarata sukha hoy sagale dukha jai. Don't try and like memorize it now. You'll hear it though, right? So to each verse, the hand position changes to each verse. So how it goes, it's like this. We're going to first of all take the hands and you're going to cross your middle finger over your first finger. So Saturn comes over Jupiter, okay? And so you cross, you know, like you do when you're crossing your fingers for good luck. I think that's what you do, right? Yeah, right. Okay, and then the other two fingers, like your ring finger and your pinky finger, are together. Okay, and then you're going to take your thumb over to the mound of the pinky finger. That's kind of like the bottom bit of your pinky finger. It's going to go over and press on the mound, the soft bit of your pinky finger. Got it? Okay. So that's it. We're going to hold this the whole time, okay? And then we start with the hands crossed over the heart here. Doesn't matter which way they cross, whichever way feels good for you is good, okay? It's not so important. And we sing, yeah? We sing. Or you can just la it. Remember, you can just la it, right? But, you know, the first verse is Rake Rakanahara Abhavadiyan. So your hands always want to be here. This is the beginning of the mantra. They're going to be here. And then for each verse, we change. So Rake Rakanahara Abhavadiyan. Next verse, the hands are going to come to here. Okay. Next verse, they're going to come back up to here. And remember that last verse. Remember the last verse. So the last verse, just Simarata Sukha Hoy Sagale Dukha Jai. Right. That last verse is sung twice. And we keep the hands here for 2 rounds, and they're going to come down quickly, and they're going to come back up again for Rake Rakanahara. So the end and the beginning is all you need to know, yeah? And obviously listen and watch what we're doing here. And so you can follow to begin with here. You can start to la the melody and the mantra. You can maybe start to add a few words. But, you know, if you're doing this for a 40-day sadhana, you will know it by the end of the 40 days. And the mantra is there. I'm going to upload it for you guys on the group page so you will get it. And I'll also upload the meaning of it. So especially if you want to do it for a 40-day sadhana. It is amazing Don't worry that you're lowering it, you know, it's still equally, you will feel the power in this, yeah? Just allow the words to penetrate you. They will come, they will come. So don't get too stuck in your mind about, oh, I got to know each word and all of this lot, yeah? But just stay focused. And so bring your hands over your heart in that mudra. So you've got the mudra, right? And cross your hands over your heart. Your eyes are just going to be closed and focused at third eye point when you know what you're doing, right? Obviously, just watch here to begin with. And, you know, it's really beautiful when you do sort of like learn this mantra. It's really, really beautiful when you can chant the whole thing. But, you know, have a nice journey getting to that point. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what I'd really like is for the girls to come and sit around and join us here. If you'd like to come, girls, and sit and join. And so as long as we can do the mudra, and we're doing this so that we don't disturb each other. And so also you can come this side. Okay. So let's get ready. So just listen to the mantra to begin with and watch. And just allow the sound vibration to penetrate your cells, to penetrate your organs and your blood. And it's very beautiful, a very powerful protection mantra for the heart center. Take a deep breath in and hold. You connect to every cell in your body, connect to your energy fields, expand. Gently bring your palms together at the heart center. Apply a little pressure, take your elbows out to the side. Breathing in and out of your navel point, focusing at the third eye. Coming into alignment with your Dharma. It's time for compassion. And so we finish with the blessing, the long time sun.